everybody, and welcome back to the Busy Bree series. In today's video, I will be giving you true stories, facts about my life after college. This video is primarily for recent grads and also people in my situation. You've recently graduated and you're still struggling trying to figure out what you want to do. Maybe you're comparing yourself. If you are one of those people, just continue to stay tuned. But before we move forward, you guys make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also turn on those notifications so that you can get the new videos that I post to your phones, and also give this video a thumbs up. If you knew me or if you know me, you know that I've always wanted to be a physical therapist. I was an athletic trainer my freshman year in high school all the way up until my junior year in college, and I loved it. I primarily loved the rehabilitation part. So I just knew in my heart that I was going to be a physical therapist. So at UTSA, I was a kinesiology major. It's what I received my bachelor's in. And if you were that, you knew the science classes were ridiculously hard. Chemistry was not my forte. Loved physics. Biology wasn't my forte. Literally, my whole lineup of classes was science, and I struggled. But I was too prideful to change my major. I mean, physical therapy, athletic training is all I knew, and I just knew that was my plan, that I was going to be a physical therapist. So graduation comes and I have anxiety. I'm like, oh my gosh, my GPA is not where it needs to be to apply for physical therapy school. What am I gonna do? I'm a failure. Like, all of these negative things just kept piling. Mind you, okay, I'm a very confident person, especially, whenever I was a kid. Like, I just remember, just being involved in everything and not taking no for an answer and just doing it, taking risks as a young kid. And after graduation, I became scared. I became scared of failure. I became scared to take risks. I became this person that I didn't even know who I was anymore. And it's all because, like, that uncertainty factor of graduating, crossing that stage, and not knowing anything. And I'm here to tell you today that that is okay to feel like that, but nobody told me that. So I'm literally, trying to figure out my way. Like, oh my gosh, I need a job. My parents are asking me, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I feel pressured. So after I walked the stage, I received a full-time position at the internship that I was working at, which was a physical therapy clinic. And it was cool, I was getting paid $10 an hour. Thought that was good, and I received a promotion. I actually was a coordinator over the traumatic brain injury program that had just rolled out, and the physical therapist at the time told me, he was like, hey, like, I want you to run this for me. And I was like, oh, this is lit. Like, I'm coming out of college. I'm doing something that somebody with a master's degree in behavioral, what is it? I forgot what it's called. I'm doing something that somebody with a master's degree should be doing, but he was only paying me $10 an hour for it. So I moved back to Houston to continue to pursue physical therapy. I just felt like it would be easier for me to live underneath my parents' roof. And at first I was like, oh, I don't want to move back home. Like, oh, I was being prideful, but at the same time, like, it was a smart move to move back. And I know for you recent grads, especially the ones that went away, maybe more than 4 hours away from home, it's hard to go back and move in with your parents. I understand. But at the same time, like, you have to save money. Like, it's a blessing to be able to have a room at your parents' house, okay? So moved back, was retaking a few science classes, and I was getting A's and B's. Like, I was super focused. I wanted physical therapy. I applied 3 times and I did not get in, not to one school. Every single time I applied. And you know, for the people that are in medical school or in the medical field, those applications are pricey. I applied 3 times and did not get in to one school. The person that had all of this experience, super passionate, did not get in. I'm gonna be honest, it was devastating because that was my whole plan. My whole plan was to get into PT school. That was my plan. And it didn't happen. And I literally was like, well, now what do I do? I'm a planner. I've always planned everything. You know, everything was like this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be top 10% in my class. I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna be a physical therapist. Like, this was the first time in life I had failed at something at 22 years old. And it was tough. It was tough for me to just grasp the concept of failure. I feel like I'm not doing what I need to be doing. Why? Because I was comparing myself. So I'm here to tell you, like, don't do that. Feel what you need to feel. You need to feel stress, but you don't have to be stressed. You need to feel like, man, I don't know which way to turn. That's fine. Turn to God. That's what I ended up doing. So I said, you know what? Let me start doing what I know. I love planning events. I got a job at a community college in the student engagement activities office as the event marketing specialist. And so what that job entailed was planning campus-wide events, planning banquets, you know, doing things that I love. I'm a planner. I love events. I love hosting things. But I felt like that void of physical therapy or just that failure, that feeling of failure was not filled, like, at all. Like, I just felt like I needed to move. I needed to go. I needed to get away. And during that time of transition, Hurricane Harvey came and we lost everything. So literally, y'all, it was hard, right? But I never stopped believing in God. However, my faith was low. So when I moved to Dallas, I got a job in sales. And if you know my personality, you know I'm a charmer. So I just felt like, you know what, let's try sales. I was still feeling that void. Still trying to find something that's my niche, my purpose. You know, we always praying to God, like, God, what's my purpose? Tell me what my purpose is. Our purpose is in us already. You know, like, it's already there, but we have to go through things in order to appreciate our purpose. And so after 5 years of being out of school, I graduated spring of 2015. I have finally found what I need to be doing, which is just living. It's that simple. Y'all, I still don't have my dream job. I don't. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I don't have my dream job. But what I've learned to appreciate is live in the moment. Live in the present. Be appreciative of the little things. I now have my own place. I now have a really good job. I am now doing great at my job. And I do feel like I'm moving in the direction that I need to be moving in. Do I have anything planned? Probably. Yeah, I do have some things planned, but I know that if my plan is aligned with God's plan, everything will work out. But I have to make sure that my plan isn't higher than his plans. I don't value my plan more than I value God's plan. God's plan got to be through the roof, okay? Like, you have to know that God's plan is better than your plan. And my mistake in the beginning was not seeing that God had much more in store for me than physical therapy school. God has shown me so much after college about myself. Remember, I didn't have confidence. I lost my confidence. I lost my self-esteem for myself. I lost all of those gifts that God gave me. And now that I am now living in the present and forgetting about all of that other stuff that did not happen and using it as fuel to just keep walking forward, I'm getting better every day. I'm getting so much better every day, and it feels so good, y'all. So for my recent grads and for people that are in my shoes or have been in my shoes, it's okay to fail. Failure is good. Failure means you're growing. Failure means you're learning, okay? Failure means you're not afraid. Failure means that you are excited to see what that next thing God has. Like, failure means you're one step closer to getting that blessing, okay? Embrace failure. Learn from it. That's the only thing that I'm saying. Learn from it. Life after college in the beginning was hard only because I was hard on myself. It wasn't because life was just throwing, slugs at me. Granted, I did go through a tough loss with Hurricane Harvey and, not getting into physical therapy school. Yes, I did go through some struggles, but he never gave me too much that I could not bear. Never. In that moment, I probably felt that way. I'm gonna be honest. I probably felt that way. But now, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for what he has shown me, what he has taught me, and what I have learned along the way. So in closing, I'm gonna leave you with a few things. 1, don't be too hard on yourself. You just graduated or you're just getting acclimated to life, okay? 2, don't stress. Don't stress. Just live life, okay? And 3, live in the moment. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the past. Just thank God for where you are. And be grateful that you're still here. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys can take the advice that was given in today's video and use it in your everyday life. Also, again, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Drop some comments down below. Let's have a conversation about life after college. I have so much more that I can give you guys, but I didn't want to, keep going on and on and on. So go ahead, drop some comments down below. Let's have a conversation, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.